My goal is 300 subscribers before the official start of summer. If I hit 300 subscribers before or after the deadline, I'll chop down every single ice tree in one video. So today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Lumber Tycoon 2, how to start off the game, alright? And this is to help anyone who has loaded into this game because you got dragged to this game because you're in an Xbox party, or you've heard about this game or watched my videos and want to try out this game. Well, watch this video and it'll explain to you, well, I'll explain to you how to play the game. So basically, the first step you want to do is step right on into Woods RS and grab a basic hatchet. Yes, yellow box. Put it on the counter. Then press E if you're on PC, X if you're on Xbox, I'm pretty sure, and I guess tap on the screen if you're on phone. Buy this basic hatchet for $12. Hit yes. On Xbox, if you see like a blue line around no or yes, then you'll have to hover the blue line to yes. If you don't see that blue line, then I think you need to press the double box button, but it should automatically add that blue line pop up. So then when you're done, take your axe, drag it. Yes, by the way, you need to left click to be able to hold and drag the axe. Yes, sorry if that's a little confusing. Press E to open the box. Press E to pick up the basic hatchet. Next, you want to chop down a tree. If you see a tree with no leaves, don't go for it. It'll crash, like it'll die when you're midway chopping the tree. Let's get a bigger tree. Let's get this tree. But anyways, yeah, you do not want the tree to die when you're chopping it, because this axe takes a while to chop. You need to chop it you can't chop it like too low or else it won't work. Left click on the tree to chop down the tree, and this is not broken since it's taken a while. No, it just takes a while to chop down this tree. So I'm gonna chop down this tree real fast. Okay, so once you've chopped down this tree, it should fall right off. Left click to drag it. Some trees are so big that you can't lift it up like this. So if there's a bigger tree, you'll have to fling it, which I'll show you a different mechanic. By the way, don't chop the cherry trees as your first tree. It'll take too long. So yeah, I dropped it there. So you just take it, and then what you're gonna want to do is just turn your body this way, or we'll turn the tree. Then just rotate it. I don't think I really need to, but just to demonstrate, I'm going to turn this tree upside down. By the way, I pressed shift and then WASD. As you can see, it tells you to do that to rotate the tree. So I'm going to turn this again. See, I put it so that the bottom of the tree does not have anything sticking under it, so that I could just quickly I want to place it down like this. Okay, obviously that didn't work. So what I want to do is rotate it and get the tree branches hovered over the conveyor. Boom, the trees went in very easily. I almost have $100, so I'm going to repeat the process of putting a tree into the wood cell. I'll get the smaller tree because I don't need too much more money. So yeah. Alright, so I got this tree, so I want to get prepared for sawing it, so I'll turn it so that there's no limbs sticking under it. Boom, and I'm ready to put it in the wood cell. By the way, if you're playing this in a public server, which you very much might be, just try not to get into other players' ways. If there's someone selling planked wood, just try to go to the other conveyor. If someone's there before you, wait. All right, wait. Don't get in anyone's way. Next step is to buy land, but first, what you want to do is press menu or press the double box button on Xbox. Then, don't press the double box button if you're on Xbox. Then the next step you want to do is press load. And then you want to click an empty slot. As you can see, I have slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all filled. But if you don't know how to play this game, you most likely do not have... Well, actually, I'm not trying to be offensive. Okay, I'll word it like this. Since you are first playing this game, you will probably have slot 1 open. All right. But if it has a number on it and a date, or 6 minutes ago or something like that, then that means that the slot's taken. So this says no save, so click on it. Yep. I mean, you could click on 6 because your slot 6 will most likely not have progress on it. I click what I just clicked. I forget what I clicked. Wait, I'll press back to see what I screwed that up. So click this, then save to slot, confirm. Boom, there it is. Your next step is to walk into, yes, it's the land store, which is not too far away from Woods RS, right? Now, you want to press E to chat with Rovervin. So you want to get land, eh? Then you press, yeah, I do. Great, let's take a look around. Okay. And then, yeah. By the way, I want to tell you guys that if you're in a public server, there are exploiters, so beware. All right. So I like to buy a private server to play this game. I love this game so much that I buy a private server for it. So you can press the arrows to like click around and pick which one you want. I'm just going to pick this one, which is closest to, yes, it's the land store. I clicked purchase. Very good. It says sold to JB dragmotoxboss. Now, this next step, some people do, some people don't. It is to sell your sign. For some reason, some people like to keep their signs round, like keep their signs around on their base. Not actually round. I say round because sometimes I say round instead of around. But anyways, they like to keep their sign so they could sell it to a player. So you very much could. Once you remove your sign, you cannot put your sign back. So I want to sell it. By the way, this will give you 400 money, so I recommend selling it. But if you want to keep it, then you can keep it. For the sake of this video, I will just sell the sign because 400 money is enough to get your very first vehicle. So that's why I like to right away just sell the sign and get the money and then just move on with this game. We'll move on in this game. This you really don't need to like put in like strategically. You can just do that. All right. Oh, you don't actually get 400 money. I stand corrected. I think you get more than that. Right. Well, anyways, I think it might be a random amount, but I don't know. Left click to click and grab something, like I said before. And then, yeah, this pink box, put it here. This is in Woods RS, by the way. Chat with Tom again. Yes, you would like to buy this. Now, I have a little simple trick. You hover over the box, press E, then just walk out. Although, actually, you may if you're in a public server, don't do this because you'll get this in the way of people. I keep on forgetting that you guys might be in a public server. So take the box, take it out here, then press E to open, and then basically just walk to your base. Yep. I mean, if you picked your base to be further away, then you gotta walk even further. So I recommend you pick your base to be close if you don't know this map well. Next, you're gonna hover your car over a spot where you can place it. I like to place it in the corner of my base. And maybe I'll have it like place out here a couple studs out because the game will let me for some reason. I'll press E to place it. Boom, there it is. This car is very cheap to respawn. I'll respawn it. Yeah, you get a chance of having a pink car if you respawn your vehicle. Any spawn pad, basically. If you get a pink car, pink vehicle, you can actually sell it to players for more money. And plus, it's rare and it's cool looking. Very, very cool looking. So if you see a pink vehicle, delete your spawn pad immediately because I'm pretty sure if you respawn the vehicle, then obviously, yes, your pink car will disappear. But if you, let's say if you give your pink car to a friend, and then even after your friend saves and loads the game, if their base is loaded in at the same time as you, or maybe even if their base is not loaded in, their pink car, which used to be yours, will disappear if you respawn the vehicle. So it's best to delete the car spawner or truck spawner, whatever. Is this information valuable to playing the game? Yes, but not for early game. I just want to tell you that so that you don't miss out on mega money opportunities. All right, next step. You don't have to do this. I usually like to wait to buy this hardened axe, but I think it might be best to buy the next axe is 190. So you know what? I'm just going to keep on doing the process of chopping down basic trees. But there's an axe in there that costs 90 money, I'm pretty sure. Then 190 money, 550 money, and then one that costs 2,000 money. I don't care which ones you buy, all right? Just make sure you don't buy two of the same one. And don't buy a worse axe if you have a better axe. Like, for example, don't buy a basic hatchet if you already have like the axe that costs 190 money. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep chopping down these trees and do that strategy that I showed you guys earlier. And then I'm going to save up for the hardened axe. By the way, yes, some wood is more valuable than others in this game, all right? Oak actually gives you the second least. No, this is actually not oak. This is actually a default tree. This tree is technically a default tree. An oak tree is actually that big tree over there. People call it elm, actually, but it's actually an oak tree. This is what people call an oak tree, but it's actually no, not a default tree, a generic tree. Yes, that's right. I learned that in Electrotech's newest video, by the way. As of when I'm recording this newest video. Anyways, yes, just put the tree in here, all right? The sawmill I'll get to in a second. I'm just going to save up for the hardened axe first. Oh my gosh, my OBS was bugged out. It said paused like twice in parentheses. It's only supposed to say paused once in parentheses. Is my OBS okay? I want to tell you guys something. Do not put your branches pointed up if you're putting the tree in the vehicle. I mean, it might work, but it's better to have the branches pointed down so that it's more weight on the vehicle. Therefore, the tree has more of a chance of not falling out of your vehicle. And then obviously get it out, rotate it, then take the tree, then back up. Okay, that did good. Just have the branches hover over the conveyor. I may be forgetting to do that, but, you know, just try to remember that's the best way to get the tree into the wood cell. By the way, some more advice from JB dragmotoxboss. I would get at least the hardened axe, which costs 550 money before you get any sawmill. Because if you're sawmilling wood, you're chopping up the branches into individual, individual pieces. Every piece, like, up individually. Oh, also L for PC is lights, or X or Y on computer. No idea for mobile. Sorry, mobile players. But anyways, yeah. Wait till you buy at least the hardened axe. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the hardened axe, and then I'm going to buy the shabby sawmill. All right. So I'm going to flip the tree over like this. And then, oh, this tree branch is actually, it's inevitable. There's going to be some, like, branches face down for this tree since it's bigger. I'm doing the best I can to get most of them pointed up. This is a bigger tree. Here, I'm going to try and let me get this hovered over. Very good. Last. Ooh, this is like wire out. Okay, I got it all in efficiently. All right. Ooh, I still need a bit more money. Also, don't get in people's way in this game. All right. Just try your best not to, okay? Like, don't run into them or anything, okay? Be respectful towards other players in this game if you're in a public server. All right? All right. And if you see, like, a person moving towards you, especially if they have items in their vehicle, do not run into them because you can seriously mess up their vehicle. What if they have a pink vehicle? You don't want to lag out their pink vehicle because their pink vehicle is obviously rare, like I explained earlier in this video. If they have stuff in their vehicle and you run into their vehicle, then their stuff could fall out. Yeah, that's annoying when that happens, when other players will run into your stuff. It hasn't happened to me for a while. All right. But yeah. By the way, either wood cell works. There's no difference between them. Let's see, I'm trying to... Oh, no. This is not good. Sometimes a tree, you just gotta, like, push on it a little bit. It'll go in eventually. Just gotta push on it. This is a bigger tree, so that's why this is doing this. Good, good, good. Good. Then I'm just gonna put the tree into here. Yes, you can put in the trees in from the outside. All right, there's not really too much of a difference. It's just better if you do it from the inside, I guess. Not I guess, I know. All right, I know. Also, another thing, if you get money... Yeah, by the way, I'm getting a smaller tree because I don't need that much more money. And I have the basic hatchet. Anyway, which takes a while to chop down trees. Anyways, if you get random amounts of money added into your money count, that means that someone has donated money to you. All right. And this only happens if you're in a public server. Well, only could happen if you're in a public server. So yeah, sometimes people do that with absolutely like no... Like you don't have to say anything to them, and they might actually do that. So that's very generous of them. All right, but if you don't want it to ruin your gameplay, then you could just simply press menu, then send money, and then send the amount of money they gave you back to them. No one else is in this game. That's why it's blank like that. Oh, I did not mean to press that button. Yeah, that's why that is blank like that. Next, I'm going to get the hardened axe. This is what I recommend. You go from basic hatchet to hardened axe. I'm going to pick this up, left click on it to pick it up. Do what I did before. Please, can I buy this axe, Tom? Thank you very much. I'm going to press E on this axe, and then I'm going to press C to pick up the hardened axe. Right, I have the second best axe in Woods RS, which is great. Something I want to do, which I'm going to teach you next, is about loading and saving stuff. So anything on your base, planked wood, which I'll introduce to you what that is soon. Basically, blueprints, filled in blueprints, which are basically built blueprints, which I'll teach you all that stuff in the future, well, later this video. Basically, any, like, axe on your base, so if you drop an axe, anything on the base will be saved, and maybe even, like, a couple studs outside of the base. Like, if it's laying there, that'll probably still save if it's there. Or, no, right here. It has to be right here. But anyways, just get the stuff on your base if you want to save it. Logs do not save, alright? You have to plank wood for it to save, alright? I will teach you how to plank wood in a moment here. Alright, also, if you have the axes in your inventory, like this axe is in my inventory, then if you leave the game, then yeah, that is also saved. What you can do if you want to, like, make sure that... No, actually, if you leave the game, then it automatically saves the stuff, so you don't have to worry if there's stuff on your base. Now, some people might come over here and try and kick stuff off your base. If you have modded one of your base, then it... And if you blacklist people, then it'll sink through the floor. It's a bug. But if you don't, or if you still have modded wood, still blacklist players so that no one can get on your base. Obviously not your friends, because your friends, unless they're really trying to play a prank on you, will not get your stuff off. But obviously a good friend would obviously put your stuff back after kicking it off your base if they're kicking something off your base as a prank. So I'm going to reload my base, which some people do right after buying something. So I'm going to press menu, load, then I'm going to click on the base that I'm on, which is highlighted green, press reload, boom, there it is. But the stuff in your base will also save if you leave the game. But when you're buying something in Lumber Tycoon 2 from a player, don't just leave the game, because what if you haven't paid them yet? All right. So press confirm to, like, load it back in. You just do what I did to get loaded back in the game. Yeah, your stuff's saved. Very good. Now, cherry wood sells for more than the generic tree. All right. Oak tree, which people call elm tree, actually sells for less than this tree, the generic tree. So don't go for this unless you want to build out of it. I will chop down one of those trees really soon to show you how to, like, move around a big object. So I'm just going to chop this tree. Yes, I could chop lower now, lower than the basic hatchet. Also, there's absolutely no reason to keep your basic hatchet, except if you just want it for, like, memories or something. So it really doesn't matter. Well, that is after you bought a better axe. But if the basic hatchet is the only axe you have, then you're going to want to keep it until you're able to buy a better axe. So I'm just going to get this tree. It may fall off. It's much bigger. Oh, that honestly just failed right there. So I'm going to press left click on this to drag this, then shift and WASD to rotate it. I'll have it land, like, in, like, this little, like, seating area here. Oh, that didn't work. So I'm going to try and, like, push my character into here. Oh, that worked. Good. And then this tree is perfect to go right into the wood cell. Ooh. Also, do not put a giant elm tree in the wood cell. Please do not. That is just absolutely unfair. All right, to the other players in the server. Unless you're in a private server, then go for it. All right, because what if someone else is trying to sell something and then there's just this giant tree in the way? There's absolutely no reason to sell a giant elm tree, which is technically oak tree, but I'll call it elm since people call it elm. But anyways, there's absolutely no reason to sell it because it's worse than the generic tree. You could sell the planked version. That's fine. Same thing for modded wood. Don't sell modded wood in the wood cell. I mean, it's an absolute waste because people will pay more for modded wood than what the wood cell will give you. All right. So I'm going to click on this shift WASD this up so I can move this around, get this in. This is a bigger tree, obviously, so it's harder to get in. I think after this, I may have enough money to buy my first sawmill. But I'll have to see. All right. Hold Hold on. Also, I would like to... Actually, I'll talk about it in a second. Okay, so Hugo in VR is in the game for some reason. Just joined randomly. Alright, just don't let him distract you, but... Yeah, he'll just be here in the background. So I'm going to buy the shabby Sawmill. Only 130 money. I thought it was 180. I forget. So take this, put it on the... Oh my gosh. Take this, put it on the counter. And press E. And then yes. By the way, I'd like to talk about whitelisting. I probably should talk about that. If you whitelist someone in this game, it even says it here. Whitelisted players can steal from you. Alright? Whitelisted players can steal from you. So if you're going to whitelist someone, only whitelist them if you trust them or if you're doing a deal with them. Alright? But watch other people's tutorials, or I may even do a tutorial myself on it. On how to buy from other people. So, press C to open this box, and then to put it on your base. Huh? What happened here? Why can't I place it? For some reason, it's supposed to light green, but it's not lighting green. Maybe I just press C to place this in it. This is not my land. That's why this absolutely did not work. Oh my gosh. That's right, I have a car spawner. I'm stupid sometimes, alright? That makes this tutorial more scuffed. Press C to place this. Alright, good. So next, I'm going to teach you how to sawmill things. So since this sawmill is smaller, it's hard to fit bigger wood into here. So you can buy bigger sawmills to help you fit bigger wood into there. And the length of the sawmill, if you have the sawmill that costs 20,000 money and you have a long piece of wood, it may not sawmill because you may have to chop into multiple pieces. So you'll need the sawmill that's 86k money so that you can get the longest sawmill. But enough about that. I'm in a second going to teach you guys a little glitch, an ultimate glitch that'll let you fit a thick piece of wood into the sawmill. There is a lot to know about how to play Lumber Tycoon 2, so that's why this video is pretty long. So I chopped down a tree. I'm going to get this. Hugo in VR is kind of disrupting the process, but not too much. Good for him. Okay. Okay, don't hate on him, alright? It's fine. He's being fine. If he's actually bothering me, which I don't think he is, but if he does, then I'll let him know. And it's of no fault of his own. So I'm going to chop this up. Move. And I'm going to rotate this may even be... No, like, it's almost too thick. You just put it in. Oh, I forgot. I always forget about the settings here. You want to turn up your settings. That's 1 by 1. That's the type of wood that if you chop up into a unit, like a cube, then you can put in this blueprint in this piece of wood and it'll fill in any blueprint on your base if you have the blueprint power, right? But I do on this base, but I'm not going to be talking about that. I am not seeing what Hugo in VR is saying. All right. Yeah, turn up your settings so that something like that doesn't happen. All right. Right now, we're just trying to sell wood. So I'm going to chop this up some more. Oh, I meant to chop that at the cut there so that multiple pieces can break apart, but I failed to do that. So don't do that. I'll show you what to do in just a split second here. So when you're chopping one of these like branches or whatever, chop right at the edge so that the multiple pieces fall off instead of having to chop the piece of wood multiple times like I am right there. See, I just made a huge mistake. It's all right. The mistake's not bothering me too much. All right, so the wood's sawmilling. So I'm just going to quickly put this on my base, all right? Because what if I accidentally disconnect from the game so that the wood saves? I mean, it probably would save there because that's still like a unit or two off my base. So just chop this up. Get this in here. All right. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial video. All right, so I'm going to just sawmill all this, and then I'm going to sell this, and then I'm going to show you, like, I'll chop down a bigger tree. Technically, it's the oak tree, but people call it the elm tree. And then I'm going to show you how to fling it and stuff, and then I'll show you guys how to get a thick piece of wood into this sawmill. Technically, you're not doing it. Like, technically, you're not entering the piece of wood. You're doing a little bug. It's a little and simple bug that you need to do in order for this to work. It is mostly recommended to do this on PC, Xbox, and Mobile, not so much, because it's like pretty impossible on Xbox or mobile if you do this bug on Xbox or mobile. All right, I'll do the bug in a moment. I'm just gonna sell this wood. Wow, he actually left sooner than I thought he would. Huh? I thought he'd be here for at least a little longer. That's all right. He can do whatever he wants. All right, I'll have to sell him this wood now. Okay. So how to sell this wood? That piece you could just knock into there, I guess, since the way it was placed. Just, yeah. Simple as that. All right, if you have a truck, you can back up your truck and then you can unload the tailgate and then yeah, watch my ice wood videos, the end of them. You'll see what that looks like. Yeah, just place the wood in here. I almost have enough money for the next level sawmill, but I'm not going to go as far as to doing that. I'm just going to explain more about wood and stuff. All right. So yeah, the next sawmill is the not so shabby sawmill. It's gray. I think actually the basic sawmill, I think it's called. But anyways, yeah, you want to get that as the next sawmill, or you may want to stay with the shabby sawmill if you find yourself really good at doing the bug that I'm about to show you. First, I'm going to chop this elm tree. People call it elm. It's actually technically an oak tree. This is like the 10th time I said that. Holy crap. Don't mind me. So bigger items, if you lift, you cannot lift it up. So what you want to do, how you move these around is you click on it and then you press shift and then you press S and then keep on pressing S, which is the down button, and then you'll fling it over your head. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. You know, I do it every so often. Also, I remember my friend Later Planet 7448 had fun with blowing up trees in this game. All right. Also, let's see. Now, I would chop this entire piece off, but with the sawmill bug, I think it's too long to work since it's longer than the sawmill. So I'll have to chop this here so I can get my piece of wood to demonstrate the sawmill glitch to get a thick piece of wood sawmilled with a small sawmill. I'm sorry that I keep on repeating my words. Apologies here. Apologies. I know I'm starting to sound annoying here. I had a quick break here, so that's why it's nighttime. Don't get confused. So this bug that I can't stop talking about that I apparently repeated like 5 times, holy crap. I'll show you how to do it. It's simple. Press E to check, then move. Then you hover over the log where the green part of the sawmill would be, which is like right about here. Press B. Boom, there it is. It gets sawmilled. Yep. That simple. All right. Very simple to do on PC. Harder to do on Xbox and mobile, unfortunately. I'm just going to save this piece of wood as like a relic, I guess. All right. So next, I will talk about the rookery axe. The rookery axe is an axe that you can get all year round in the game. You need to do multiple things. It's like to get it, it's like a quest, all right? Watch my rookery axe tutorial. Well, actually, I'm going to make a new one soon, a better one. So just watch like other YouTubers' rookery axe tutorials. Although the one I have out right now is actually not that bad compared to my other older tutorial videos, which are way worse. Right now, I'm going up the mountain, all right? That's what people usually call this. Up here is birchwood. What you're going to want to do is chop down birchwood. That's the wood you want to grind with at the beginning of the game, like when you're at this stage of the game, when you got the hardened axe, which costs 550 money, and a small car, and a small sawmill. Now, up here is lava wood. You'll eventually want to get this, all right? Actually, maybe you should, if you're feeling brave enough, like if you think you can do this, skip the birchwood entirely. Maybe, or maybe you should, I don't know. Actually, we'll see. I'll show you how to get the volcano first, and I gotta chop the wood first with the hardened axe, and I'll tell you if you should just grind birchwood and wait to get a better axe, or if the hardened axe is strong enough and you should go right for lava wood. So, yeah, just stay on the edge here, alright? At nighttime, it's harder to see. When it's daytime, it's a lot easier. Just watch out for the boulders. Ooh, oh. Wait, why didn't I just leave the game? Yeah, I lost my axe. Oh, wait, right, I have money for a new one. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, it is absolutely not recommended to go up the volcano during nighttime because, yeah, you'll die like I just did. So, like, During daytime, you'll be able to see more, and you'll be able to turn away from the boulders if there's a boulder coming at the edge of the volcano. But like, yeah, if there's a boulder coming at the edge of the volcano, then you want to turn temporarily, but then you eventually want to get back to the edge of the volcano, not the super edge where you're about to fall off. All right, but you want to stay at the edge of the volcano so you can get up better, because if you stay on the right side, which might seem to be safer, you might get stuck. Your vehicle might get stuck on the path. All right. So still, I'm trying to determine whether you should go straight for lava wood if you have a hardened axe, or if you should just stick with birchwood for now and wait until you get a silver axe. I'll have to see. The silver axe costs 2,040 money. It's not as good as the Recre axe. All right, the Recre axe is better than the silver axe. That costs 7,000 total money, but you need to buy multiple things that add up to 7,000 money, and then also like take those items to a certain place. You also need dynamite to blow up the rocks to get into the snow biome. Watch my tutorial video or someone else's to know more about that. There's also golden zombie wood, which I actually do have a tutorial, like a better tutorial on that. You could get ice wood, which I'm not doing a tutorial on that. Ice wood's like one of the only woods I get anymore. Like, I have so many videos. Like, literally, you'll have like, if you click on a random video on my channel, I'm pretty sure by now there's a 50% chance that it'll be an icewood video. And I have 550 something videos. So if you die in the volcano, well, if you've just been to the volcano anyway, you gotta wait for the rocks to spawn. So just wait, sit out here, wait. That's the best thing you can do. If you go in there, the boulders will try and go back down, and then there'll be more boulders in the way. Don't try pushing the boulders. It'll just be a disaster, all right? So just stay out and wait for all the boulders to despawn. There's banana wood, which is harder to get. I don't have a tutorial on that yet. Watch other channels' tutorials. Blue wood, which I do have a tutorial on that, but it's not so good, but you can go watch it anyway. Or watch other channels' tutorials on that. Also, there's like... across the bridge, I'll talk about across the bridge in a second here. But you can go like across the ferry to get to Link's Logic and then the Bluewood Maze, which I'm not going to be talking about how to get there. Watch tutorials, like I said. I can't cover everything about this game in this video. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. If you're a beginner, you want to stick to grinding birchwood if you have a hardened axe and a car. But right now, I'm not going to repeat what I'm about to do. We'll repeat talking about what I'm about to do. Right, I also got to talk about blueprints. I will cover that later this video in a couple minutes, basically. So the boulders are gone, so you want to go and make sure it's daytime, all right? I learned my lesson earlier this video. So now you can have more of a view since it's daytime. So just try, just ignore, like, don't let the boulders hit you. So you'll be able to see easier during daytime if there's going to be a boulder that's going to hit you. See, I could dodge it there. You don't want to go on the edge too much, but I guess I had to here. Just be careful when you're on the edge. Or no, like the inside, actually. The inside. This is the edge. You want to be on the edge. Don't be too much to the edge, on the edge, so that you'll fall, like I said a second ago. Alright, I almost died since I have a smaller car. Well, this is the slowest car in the game, actually. So now this is lava wood. I'm going to test and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so if I were playing this game, like if I were actually only at this level in the game, I would grind at lava wood with the hardened axe. It takes 31 chops to chop this thick of a piece. There are thinner pieces, and this is a bigger tree, so this is a piece that's more on the thicker side. But anyways, I would grind on the lava wood. If you can get up the volcano pretty easily, I would grind on lava wood with the hardened axe. But it's up to you. You can wait and save up and grind on birch wood, and then save up for 2,000 money to buy the silver axe, which is the axe with the gray box in the very back of Woods R Us. And then buy that axe before you try and chop down trees. Also, yes, if you landed in the lava, you will die. You'll lose your axe. Some people like to leave the game so that they don't lose their axe. Like I was about to too, but I don't like to do that on my YouTube base because I feel like that's kind of cheating. I just like to take the L if I land in the lava or something like that. Or if I die from the water out there in the game, whatever. To get a lava tree down, you want to grab this and then turn this down. I guess this is also a lava wood tutorial. Okay, you don't want to have it go over there. Yeah, that's not good if the lava tree lands there. Okay, it kind of landed past the rocks. Is it on the path? Yes, it's on the path down there, so that is still good, but you want to have it, like, you want to aim the tree over towards here. You want to try and fling it over towards there. I did not. That was a very poor example, so it's like a more of like what not to do. I do not have a blueprint to rotate my vehicle, so that was actually pretty risky to go down there. Yeah, you know, I probably should have, yeah, I should have bought a blueprint before going up the volcano, so I'll show you how to, tiny floor blueprint to rotate my vehicle before I went up the volcano, so I'll show you how to do that in a second. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to carry this entire tree down, right? Alright, yeah, it's probably not going to work. So what I recommend you do is just chop off 2 pieces for a small car and just carry the 2 pieces, maybe 3, I don't know. But what I would do is I'd do 2 or 3 logs, like just chop this up into 2 or 3 pieces, and then carry the 2 or 3 pieces down to your base, and then do that sawmill glitch at your base. Now, you can buy a bigger vehicle, but the bigger vehicles are across the bridge, all right? I'll show you where that is, in the boxed cars store, right? All right, for the sake of time, I'm just going to get 1 log, all right? Hold on a second. So what I recommend is you get the biggest truck in the game, which costs 19,000 money once you can afford it. All right, I'll show you where to get that. The truck is way bigger. You'll be able to fit so much more wood. You could get a vehicle for 5,000 money. That's a little bit bigger, but I would just save up for the 19,000 money truck. So I'm going to do the glitch here. Press E, move, then hover this log here. This took me almost an hour to record, by the way. Obviously, the video is not an hour long. It's 40 minutes long. It's a long tutorial. It's like a collab, except it's not a collab. I'm trying to get this to Sawmill. Very good. Since that piece of wood was way thicker, it was way harder to do. All right. Look at that. That's oh wow. That's actually a pretty good piece. So I'm going to just put it right here. It might actually work if I put the piece like that. I don't know. You guys can test out if that works or not. Actually, I will for you. Just do whatever. Just get the wood over. I don't care. And by the way, the wood has to be this long because that's the max wood size that Sawmill makes that for you. So if you want a smaller piece, but like more concentrated piece is what I should say, like a big lava wood piece, but like bigger in like width rather than length, then you need to buy a bigger Sawmill. I'm just gonna sell these. Wow, that actually, yeah. Oh wow, I almost can afford the silver axe if it weren't for that death and me having to buy the hardened axe again. I'm going to do something else, alright? I'm going to teach you guys how to build before I talk about the vehicles, and then the last subject of this video will be the vehicles, alright? So this is basically, yeah, I guess just the basics video. So you want to get the tiny floor first. You want to get this before you get any lava wood, alright? Before you get any lava wood. Before you go out adventuring, really, alright? And then I'm going to get a large floor just to demonstrate how to build and stuff like that. So, large floor and tiny floor. I'll buy them both. I'll press E to chat with Tom. Buy these 2 items, yes. And then what I need to do is press E to open box. And then E to open box. Yep, this first one should have said blueprint added to collection, but it didn't. Alright, my blueprint's golden because I have the build power. I explained it before. The tiny unit will fill in any blueprint on my base if I have the build power. If I don't have the build power, then I need, well, more wood to fill in a bigger wood piece. All right. So I'm going to just place down a, so this is how you build. So, you know, you can place one on the ground here. If you want to build like a wall, I recommend using a large floor. Press T to rotate, maybe press R, then T again to get like the lines like facing up. Do you see that? Like if you want the line to look like that, or if you want to look like, have it look sideways, then just press T, rotate T like that, you know. Just play around with this. Do whatever you want. So I'm going to place one right here as well. And then I'm going to rotate. Obviously, this is going to hang out a little, like just overhang a little bit because of the way I place these. I don't care. All right. Now I'm just going to simply just get a tree over here. I have a little trick. If you need to quickly get wood, what I would do is I would just take the base. If you get wood, want to get wood quickly. And then I could chop this up a little bit. Have like a little piece like that hanging out. Obviously, that's not going to go in the sawmill, actually, so I'll have to, like, glitch this in. So if you, like, really quickly want to get, like, a big chunk of wood, then do this. But still get the whole tree if you want to, actually. But if you want to get, like, a lot of wood quick, then just get the base. So that it's really quick. Because that's where most of the wood is. Yeah, this is a pretty big piece of wood. I don't know. I don't know if this... Oh, no, I have the build power, so that's a poor demonstration. Well, I will show you anyway. Oh, wow, this axe is making this do that. Plus the spawn pad. Alright, since I have build power, this is a bad demonstration. See, a smaller piece of wood will fill in any part of the blueprint. I thought I didn't have I thought, like, me thinking I gotta show you guys how to build without build power made me think I didn't have the build power, but I actually do. Alright, that's how you build. You just carry things over into there. You can buy different stuff like doors. You can buy, like, countertops over fancy furnishings. Alright, lastly, I gotta show you where... Yeah, by the way, builds like blueprints on your base and builds like that will save. By the way, empty blueprints. You can only have 30 empty blueprints, like even these as well, at a time. If you place more than 30, then the ones that you already have placed down will start disappearing. Right, disappearing. So you want to fill them in like as soon as possible, like not too long after you place a blueprint. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to rotate a vehicle. So if you ever are driving your vehicle and your vehicle goes upside down, what you want to do is you want to hop out, get the blueprint out, then get the tiny floor, and then enter in the driver's vehicle. It has to be a driver's vehicle. By the way, you could do this to your own vehicle, and you could do this to your friends' vehicles if they have you whitelisted. Alright, because obviously if they don't have you whitelisted, then you can't go in their driver's seat. So you just hover the blueprint over the car somewhere, back here maybe, or up here. Press R. The reason why it may not work is you may not have it on it exactly. Boom. R to rotate this way. You could press T to do that. That's how you get yourself like out of situations when you flip your vehicle. So you want to buy the tiny blueprint at least before you go out to get lava wood, so that you can re-rotate your vehicle so that it survives like when it flips upside down. It's the best bug that ever happened. It happened like after the fat door was added in beginning of 2020, and the half door as well. Those two things were added, and then there's also like, I think what triggered it was like the fix with like the dishwasher or something. I forget. That's when I started watching Heath Haskins' co-primate. By the way, ultimate YouTuber. He is a great YouTuber, family friendly. All right, family friendly YouTuber. Yeah, he is a great YouTuber. Go subscribe to him. By the way, he is starting to stop doing Lumber Tycoon 2 content, unfortunately. Alright, back to the video. So I literally did not explain what you need to do. Press E at the booth, and then tell them that it's a deal to... And then it costs $100 to lower the bridge for 3 minutes. I just did that subconsciously. So what you want to do is... If you turn over here to the right, fancy furnishings is there, boxcars. These are only open during the day. This is where the extra blueprints are, and some of the stuff are. By the way, in Woods R Us and fancy furnishings, there's usually stock-up season items during stock-up season. Stock-up season is all of October, December 1st to December 25th in December, and then for a couple days in November, like around Thanksgiving time. So this is where the vehicles are. This is the bigger car, which costs 5,000 money, but you want to go right for this because this is way bigger. This is not as too much bigger from this car, so don't get this one. My recommendation is get this one. This one vehicle is so much bigger. Don't get the trailers because, like, even if you have like a good PC like me, if you have a trailer on, it'll like lag out your vehicle a little bit. Same for if you're on Xbox. All right. By the way, if you go past here, that's where Bob's Shack is. By the way, you can get the light bulb here. Can of Worms at Bob's Shack, and Woods R Us, where all the axes are. You can get the bag of sand, which are the 3 items you need for the Recreax axe. Watch my Recreax tutorial, and I'm also going to make a new one soon. But anyways, yeah. This is where Bob's Shack is. Some stock-up season items will be here as well. Could be here. Alright, this is where the dynamite is as well. Yeah. This is where Bob's Shack is. It's important to know where this is too. And then to get back home, just backtrack, obviously. Also, over here, actually, I should show you. If you go over here, this is like towards this side of the safari. Right over here, if you chop down a tree and rotate the tree, I showed you guys how to do that. I showed you guys how to do that earlier this video. If you like put a tree, like lean a tree right here, like one of these bigger trees, like chop down a tree and then have it like over here, you can actually walk up and then you can get to golden zombie wood, and then you can carry golden zombie wood back and drop it down here. That's a way you can get golden zombie wood. There's also another way. I showed you guys both ways in the golden zombie wood tutorial. Also, if you're getting end times wood, watch an end times wood tutorial. I don't have one. Someone else does. Other people do. Right over here is the hole. If you fall through the hole in the end times cave, I forget what it's called. Like there's a hole down there, like a small hole, not the void obviously, but like there's like a square hole in like the middle of like one of the like little pathways. You'll land down here and then yeah, you'll be out here in the safari. All right, there's like much more to this game that I haven't explained. Actually, I explained like a lot of the game, but yeah, that's basically the basics of this game. I can't really think of anything else basic that I need to explain to you guys. You guys basically get the gist of this game, how to play this game, how to get better at this game. Actually, there is one more thing I need to show you guys before I end this video. I did show you guys like what wood to grind on. Grind on ice wood, like once you're powerful, like once you have a bigger truck, grind for ice wood and do the grinding methods I do. Literally 50% of my videos are ice wood videos, so just, you know, it's easy to find one of those videos on my channel and just see how I do it. All right, well, watch one of the ones from 2022 because I actually have some older methods which are worse. So watch one of the ones I made in 2022. All right. I only did like 1 or 2 videos with a bad method of getting ice wood in 2022. So yeah, like most likely if you find an ice wood video from 2022, then it's going to be with the most efficient method. The last part of this tutorial is, well, this like beginning tutorial is you go into here if you want to expand your land. You press E to check with Irvin. Yeah, I do. I don't think I'm going to be able to expand the land. Yes, I want to expand my land. 3,000 for the next. And then each upgrade, it's like 3,000 more in each upgrade. Why don't you want... Oh my gosh, I didn't have time to read all that. Holy crap. Yeah. So yeah, I showed you guys like what wood you want to grind on. And then obviously I mentioned the ice wood. That is the cherry meadows back there, by the way. That's where a lot of cherry trees spawn. I showed you guys how to build... what blueprint you should get to rotate your vehicle. Do that before you go get lava wood. I showed you guys how to work the sawmill, how to do the sawmill bug, how to turn up the sentence, how to like buy the vehicle, put it on your base, how to buy land basically, how to buy an axe, how to chop down a tree, how to hover the tree over the wood cell before you have a sawmill. And by the way, sawmilled wood sells for more money than the log wood. So that's why you want to put it in the sawmill. I completely forgot to do that, so I hope there's not some people watching the video and then they literally don't hear me say that sawmilled wood is better, and then they're like, nah, I don't want to do this. I'd rather just sell the wood logged, and then they actually end up doing that. I hope nothing like that happens, although it obviously could because I forgot to mention that. This video is almost 50 minutes, and this is just a video where it's just me talking. It's not like one of the collabs. So this is definitely the longest tutorial video. I really hope you guys, I really hope this helped you guys. I hope you guys have fun playing Lumber Tycoon 2. This is absolutely a great game. Stay safe from exploiters. Buy a private server. If you really want to. That's the only way to avoid exploiters, or like play on your friend's private server if they have one, and they let you play on it. All right. Anyways, that's enough for this video. So if you have any other questions about other things, go watch tutorials, alright? They're all over YouTube. And watch some of my tutorials as well if one of my tutorials ends up popping up. How to build a door bridge. Yes, I have a tutorial on that one. That is actually my most viewed video. Alright. Well, as of when I'm recording this, it's my most viewed video. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this helped you guys. Peace out.